Hey everyone, I'm Dennis Stack.
And I'm Nate Fischer.
And we are Cinema Buffs bringing you a new installment of Strongest Weakest.
Weakest.
Here we are bringing you the strongest, weakest of the summer 2016 movies. And before we get started, we just want to say that we appreciate all the support. Please click that subscribe button if you want to see all of our future episodes. So getting right into it, Dennis, I thought we'd switch it up a little bit here. And let's start with our weakest movies of summer 2016.
I think this summer, just in general, is just a little weak. There weren't any really big standout movies.
Yeah, for sure.
And there weren't any really terrible movies. So my choice is almost by default. It's not a terrible movie, but I do think it's the weakest of the summer. And might upset you because you gave this a pretty high score, but I'm choosing The Conjuring 2. I just felt like this movie fell flat. In fact, if you want to see our full review for it, just click the tag above. It just fell flat for me. I just was expecting more, and it didn't scare me the way I wanted it to. I thought that it would just be like that first one where it was just, very, condensed, just small
Relentless.
story. Yeah, but it just it was a little too expected, the scares for me.
I mean, I'm obviously, I love The Conjuring 2. That was the horror movie I was looking for when it came, and you thought Lights Out was more of the scares you were looking for.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
but in fact, you almost picked this for your strongest, actually.
Yeah,
Conjuring
you really
2
enjoyed this. Yeah, that was the second to my strongest. So, but you can't agree on everything.
That's my weakest. How about you? Would you enjoy the least this summer?
Well, I mean, I think it's a no-brainer. It's actually the lowest reviewed movie I've ever done on this show, and that's Ghostbusters. The reboot of Ghostbusters was easily the weakest this summer. Once again, not scary, not funny, and just poorly written. And you refused to see this movie in the theater. You're just not seeing it.
My brand loyalty only goes so far. Like anything Star Wars or Batman, they can guarantee on my money. But just like Ghostbusters, I had to draw the line. Like, can't support remaking it in general. Ever, any kind of cast, doesn't matter if they're all male, all female, all dogs.
Yeah.
I'm totally against Ghostbusters remake.
Well, you were absolutely right on this one. So
glad I skipped.
Kudos to you, sir. Let's flip the coin. Let's go on to strongest.
So I'm really curious to see what was your strongest.
My strongest is actually one that we never reviewed. It was just one that I wanted to see, and that was Star Trek Beyond. Star Trek Beyond was such a surprise. Every installment of this new Star Trek franchise surprises me. I never get excited about them, and then I see them, and I'm super pleased with them every time. And this is the most fun I had in the theater, I think, this summer. It's just nonstop action. It's funny. They took a nice route of pairing characters off into twos and sort of exploring their dynamics and their relationships together. And I can't encourage it the most, and I'm sort of glad we didn't review it because I know you saw it too, right?
Yeah, in fact, actually, I saw it the morning of this shoot, and I had a great time watching it too. I would say it's the strongest franchise movie this year.
And there was
summer, yeah. Even just slightly edges out Civil War, which was pretty close for me for my strongest.
Yeah,
and
good.
I would say Star Trek Beyond was a close second to my strongest of the summer. And it might just be because it's the one we just reviewed, but I just had so much fun
for your
at
strongest
Sausage Party. Yeah, that has to be my strongest of the summer. I mean, once again, you can see the full review above.
Yeah.
But I just thought this movie was really funny and creative and original, and to take the Seth Rogen style comedy, the crude humor, and to give it this new vessel, keeps it fresh.
Yep.
You don't want to see a rehash of Pineapple Express or Superbad.
I totally agree with you on that one as well. That is the most I've laughed in the theater this year. I thought it was Deadpool before, but Sausage Party takes the cake. And
we're probably gonna go see it again.
Yeah. And if you like intelligent yet crude humor, I think you'll really enjoy Sausage Party as well.
Weakest.
So there you have it. That's our strongest, weakest of this past summer. What'd you guys think? Why don't you go ahead and leave some comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But before we leave you, we want to send a big shout out to Kenny Baker, the original actor from R2-D2, who brought this amazing character to life, who passed this last week. Deepest sympathies to the Baker family and all the fans of his too.
Yeah, for sure. You'll be missed. Yeah.
Definitely.
But before we go, on a lighter note, Dennis, I wanted to ask you sort of what is a movie that people can watch this summer that'll give them that summer feel? What is?
In fact, it's good. It's a good feel-good movie, summertime movie that came out earlier this year. Everybody Wants Some, the latest one by Richard Linklater. I thought that was a really good movie.
Yeah. I mean,
how about you? What do you think you should just kick back, have a good time, watch this summer?
I mean, I would almost go Dazed and Confused in the same
vein of that.
Same
movie.
vein of that for sure. But I recently watched Sandlot again for the first time in a very long time, and man, does that give me that summer that summer vibe, that summer feel. I love that movie. So check
Great
out that
movie.
one if you haven't seen it for sure.